Oh my God, this particular challenge, which you are going to be having at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Pisces, it's exactly what you need to focus on. You need to focus on this challenge, okay? You need to concentrate. You need to kind of like ground yourself. You need to recenter yourself. All these things are going to happen the moment in time you take this challenge very, very seriously. And I don't mean to say that you weren't taking this challenge seriously before, but it's something that is gonna come up, and literally how you're gonna feel like you wanna run away in a completely opposite direction. No, baby, no. That's something that you must not do whatsoever. And this is what I mean that when I said that, when you come across this particular challenge at the beginning of this week, trust me, you will know it. Trust me, you will feel it. Trust me, you will be aware of it like there is no tomorrow. But as I said, you're gonna be like, oh my God, you will feel like it's like something with you, you're gonna feel like you want to avoid this, my gorgeous Pisces, like there is no tomorrow. That's why I'm saying to you, just focus on it and take it very, very seriously. What you need to do is you need to understand that this is some kind of priority number one at this stage of your spiritual journey, rather than something from which you would want to run away from. There is no point to run away from this, my gorgeous Pisces, because this is directly connected to you, to your karma, to absolutely every single aspect of your life you've been through. It's even connected to things that are gonna be like really, really far ahead. And this is why you need to be strong here. So the moment in time you become aware of this challenge, just focus on it, and you will see that there is something really, really positive gonna come to you. This is because your spirit is going to start rising, which is really going to surprise you. So you're suddenly gonna start seeing things in a positive light. You need to understand that there are a couple of realizations that you're gonna have, and a couple of inspirations, that you're gonna have. Something is suddenly going to inspire you, which you're going to come across at exactly that moment in time, which is going to be completely connected to everything you're going through. What is going to inspire you, you need to understand it's going to be very, very rewarding. And what is going to inspire you, it's going to be completely connected to that particular challenge. This in itself is going to be your answer, and you will know. The bottom line is that you will know exactly which step do you need to take when it comes to that challenge. You will know exactly which step do you need to take when it comes to that challenge. You are going to surprise yourself, but trust me, my gorgeous Pisces, the best is going to come out of you. You're going to realize something so specific about yourself, and this in itself is directly connected to your own essence, which at this moment in time, it's most certainly going to keep you going. And it's not only that, you're gonna realize like, oh my God, like a few different possibilities now. You're gonna realize after that moment in time, one thing is gonna lead into another. There is a lot which is gonna be on your mind, and you're gonna realize few different possibilities right now that actually came out of that negative challenge or whatever. You see what I mean? How this is gonna work, and what a turnaround this is actually going to bring into your life, because it's gonna somehow lead towards you realizing few different possibilities which are gonna be so important. But at the same time, one of them is gonna be like a big mama coming very close and giving you a big kiss like that. Honestly, seriously, one of these possibilities, one of them is gonna be like enormous, one of them is gonna be so much bigger, one of them is gonna be so much more important for you. You're gonna see a few different possibilities, but now suddenly, but one of them, it's gonna be like that big mama who's gonna be so close to you, it's gonna be impossible not to notice her. No, but it's to do the reason why one possibility is gonna be so like standing out when it comes to all these other possibilities you're gonna become aware of, it's only because it's to do with something which you regret. It's to do with something that you maybe probably call this something like a missed opportunity or refused offer, okay? And this kind of made you to focus on the negative for a while because you were blaming yourself subconsciously. You have no idea how much was this actually affecting you. So this is the one which is going to be like standing out like there is no tomorrow. So the most important possibility right now here, which is going to come out of it, it's going to come in form of something which you regretted that you didn't do before. Something, it's like to do with like a missed opportunity from before, or some kind of offer which you maybe refused before, but you just couldn't like kind of really forgive to yourself because you kind of like didn't go for it in the first place, because it's something which you're so passionate about, and this time in between now and then made you realize even more how much this means to you. You know, on one hand this was really kind of making you feel so good about yourself, but then again it was eating you inside so much because you realize in this time in between how much this actually means to you, because it's to do with something which you're so passionate about, active about, ambitious about, you know. But it's also to do with this, the beginning of a really beautiful journey again here, which is really going to require like a specific decision which you're gonna need to make, and you are gonna be like, oh my god, I'm just gonna make this really quick decision. And this quick decision that you're going to make, it's like about you detaching yourself from a negative pattern. Okay, you are going to detach yourself, you know, from a negative pattern in your life, my gorgeous Piscelini, indeed. So that in itself means, you know, this is a lot to do with the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's a lot to do with the beginning of such a beautiful recovery after so much you've been through, like frustrations and things like that. The beginning of a beautiful improvement where you're gonna let go of so much negativity and stress that you've actually been through. Absolutely brilliant indeed. And also, my gorgeous Piscelini, right at the beginning of this week, like, oh my god, you're gonna find yourself being somewhere, and somehow, you know, the nature, the actual nature, it's gonna be playing an important role. Maybe you will be looking through the window, to, you know, maybe you can see nature through your window or whatever. Maybe you're gonna be somewhere outside, maybe you in the forest, you know, maybe you're gonna be walking somewhere outside, you know, maybe you're gonna be in the park somewhere, you know, but somehow the actual nature, it's gonna trigger something within you in terms of your own like kind of intuition, if you know what I mean. But also at the same time, through the actual nature, I know it sounds crazy, but at the same time, somehow through the nature, you will be able to see some kind of a sign which is gonna be ever so specific. Maybe you're gonna be looking towards the sky, maybe you're gonna be looking towards the trees, maybe you're gonna looking towards the grass, maybe you're gonna see some kind of animal. That's also nature. But somehow through the nature you are gonna have a really specific sign, a really important omen, really specific sign. And you know what, but before you have that sign, there is this particular person which is going to be on your mind, and some random person, randomly someone is gonna pop up in your mind, just so randomly. Do you know what I mean? Randomly somebody's gonna pop into your mind, and you're gonna be thinking about this person you haven't seen in such a long time, but who you don't want to see also. And you're gonna be like kind of, oh no, I don't want to see this person, I don't want to see this person, you know. But then again, you know, you're going to become aware of this person because someone is going to be on your mind who you haven't seen for a while, but you're not going to be too delighted like to see that person. And then you and this is going to be so random, but for some reason you will not want to reconnect with this person. Maybe you find this person really negative, maybe you find this person really dark, maybe you find this person really heavy. This person has lots of elements of being negative, but this person also has a lot of elements of being really, really nice. And of course, that my suggestion, what I suggest you here, it doesn't really matter, because I do know for a fact that you are actually going to reconnect with that person, because first of all, that random person is going to be on your mind, somebody you haven't seen in ages, and somebody who you just don't feel too excited to actually see, and you're going to be like, my God, you know, and then suddenly there is going to be such a specific sign, such an amazing sign, which is going to come directly through the nature, and you will know, you will clearly understand somehow. It is very difficult to explain, but somehow you will really understand. This sign is going to be so specific that you do need to reconnect with that particular person who you feel so reluctant to reconnect with. It's just something is going to be keep on putting you off. And I don't think it's a bad person, but there is just something that that person does negative that it's irritating you, or maybe it's sometimes that person goes into like very difficult and heavy conversations, and maybe this is something that's putting you off, but it shouldn't put you off, because you are going to reconnect with this person. But sadly, you know, before you see that sign, you will see this as a burden. You're really going to see this person as some kind of a burden. This is something that I forgot to mention, that you're going to see that person for some reason like some kind of a burden. So of course it's a lot to do with the karma in between you two from the past, but also how this person makes you feel. And then you are really kind of gonna decide to kind of reconnect with this person, which is absolutely brilliant, and you are going to. And this is going to be so important, because of that person you are going to realize something so significant. Not only this is going to turn out to be brilliant for you, not only you reconnecting with that particular person, the outcome it's going to be completely different to what you can possibly imagine. That no, this person is not going to make you feel down and negative or sad or anything like that. In fact, you are going to have such a great time. You're going to tap into something so important, and on one hand you're going to realize what's missing in your life. You're going to realize what's missing in your life in terms of fun, and in terms of, ooh la la baby, the time is going so fast, let's just have some fun. But at the same time, you're also going to realize something so important. It's to do with the conversation which you're going to have with that person, something really intense you're going to be talking about, but you're going to be enjoying yourself so much. And you are going to realize something so specific that you want to do, something so specific that you want to do. You're going to become so passionate about something really specific, and otherwise you would never ever discover that very interesting part of yourself, my gorgeous Piscelini. You would never discover this otherwise, and this in itself is going to lead towards the world you did not even know existed, let alone what is actually this going to bring into your life. Oh my God, just follow this gorgeous light, my gorgeous Piscelini, and see exactly where is it going to take you. Absolutely brilliant. You are moving on with your life towards the direction you never knew existed. My goodness, absolutely mind-blowing. Just pay attention to how interesting things are gonna be unfolding in your life within the next 4 or 5 weeks or so. My goodness. By the time by the time, yes, you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, you are going to have such an amazing opportunity. Oh my goodness. You know, not only you are gonna have a big smile on your face, massive smile on your face, because something is really going to surprise you, and it's to do with a certain progress. The bottom line is that midweek is bringing you an important progress. This is gonna surprise you, but it's also now gonna be the moment in time where after that you're gonna realize a really important opportunity. This opportunity that you are going to have, it's gonna be important when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your stability in general, especially when it comes to things which you were worrying about, finances and financial situation, you know. But also at the same time, when it comes to that opportunity, opportunity, you are gonna realize that you are also gonna need to start the process of planning. There is some kind of a plan that is also going to come with it, and you are gonna feel so excited about it as well, because this in itself is gonna need like a specific readjustment to be made, which would normally put you off, but now you will see things you didn't see before. So you're gonna become a very, very determined indeed. And this is also a very great sign that a really dark stage of your life has come to an end. Absolutely brilliant indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, what was I going to say? Yes, you may feel a little bit drained. You may feel a little bit tired. And I really strongly suggest you to probably get something like a natural vitamin B liquid. Please try to get a natural vitamin B liquid. It's going to be so brilliant for you. Indeed, this natural vitamin B liquid is like a little, like a little bottle like this in a liquid form. I really prefer this. It's so much better when it's in a liquid form because it's absorbed by the body much easier. It works much quicker, and I feel it's much more effective, And you take the certain amount of these vitamin B drops and you put them underneath your tongue, for example, and wait for 20 seconds, and then you just swallow the whole thing. And I suggest you to take this the first thing in the morning, maybe throughout this week, take it the first thing in the morning, and then that way this gives you like a really wonderful energy instantly. That helps you a lot to keep you going throughout the day. So this is why this is going to be so important to get something like a natural vitamin B liquid. When I say natural, you need to make sure it's without any chemicals, without any unnecessary additives, but it also needs to, every B vitamin needs to be made in a natural way as well. No chemicals and nothing synthetic, That's what I really want to suggest to you, to get something like a natural B vitamin liquid, okay? And stay away from sugar. And also, my gorgeous Piscelini, when it comes to the last part of this week, you are gonna realize about one particular person, somebody who has a fragile sense of identity and poor personal boundaries. Okay, so it's to do with a specific person in your life. Somebody who's connected to you, whether this is a family member, whether this is a friend, this is somebody who is really close to you. And you do know that this type of person, there is some kind of negativity attached to them. Negativity is following them. And there are, sadly, some people that are like that. It really depends what we are doing in this life. It really depends what we were doing in our past life, and it really depends on our spirit and our spiritual journey. Okay, but some people do have a very, very heavy karma, and some people do have a very, very heavy energy, and this type of people tend to kind of choose wrong things in life, and they are almost as if like they sometimes choose to do something negative to do to themselves, so they can go over and over something that they're never going to be able to fix and never going to be able to heal. So this type of people always need a little bit of help from other people, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but just in terms of motivation and redirection of a huge amount of negative energy. Maybe that person needs lots of like a black tourmaline, like a crystal and things like that. That can help quite a lot, and there are certain things that can be done. So this is like somebody who you are aware of in your life. Somebody with a very pretty much so a fragile sense of identity, and somebody who has a really poor personal boundaries is gonna be like kind of having certain problems, maybe monetary problems, or certain problems, certain challenges they will be dealing with, and please try to kind of talk to that person, because it looks like you're gonna be crossed and pissed off about something, and what you are gonna be crossed and pissed off about, that's exactly what you need to say. That's exactly what you need to come up with. You know, that's exactly what this person needs to hear. Maybe you're going to be like a little bit rude, but maybe this person at this stage of your life, they just need a little bit of rudeness, you know, in order to wake up. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm not saying to go and have a go at them, but I'm just saying that you need to kind of be really direct with this person, with what is going to be on your mind, because there is going to be resolution to their problem on your mind, but there is also something else going to be there for you, you know, because of that person. There is something going to happen, because you are going to like kind of have a word with that person. You're going to talk to that person. Whatever is going to happen, it's going to be important for you as well, because something is going to come to the surface completely random. Something is going to come to the surface, and you're going to realize some kind of a major choice for you. What are you going to realize is what is going to come to the surface. You're not going to be able to believe. It's going to answer your question when it comes to something really, really specific in your life, when it comes to something really dark in your life, when it comes to something that was making you unable to move forward, when it comes to something that was making you have a fear, an unbelievable fear of new beginnings, you know, something that made you feel really negative. It's to do with a negative pattern that was making you to resist change, you know. So this is why this is going to be so important. You know, you're going to realize a major choice, something that you need to do, you know, when it comes to the specific aspect of your life that was making you unable to move forward. You see, this is going to help you to, you know, on one hand, you're returning to your own roots, my gorgeous Pisces, brilliant. But then on another hand, this is going to help you to let go of the past and focus on the future. This is so important, because at this moment in time, you will see and you will realize how much you've actually changed. And now that in itself is going to help you to reconnect with yourself like never before. Within the next few days, yes, I'm in the next week now, within the next few days, you are going to make a life-changing discovery. Within the next few days after this moment in time, my gorgeous Pisces, you are indeed going to make a life-changing discovery. This life-changing discovery is going to make you aware of something that you didn't know before, you know, but then again, at the same time, it's pretty much so. This life-changing discovery is to do with something, you're becoming aware of something ridiculously wise, but you're also going to know exactly how to get to the certain point of your life, like so quickly. Something that you thought it's going to happen maybe in like a couple of years or in a few years where you want to get. Now, this is going to be much quicker. This is going to happen much quicker and much sooner, my gorgeous Pisces, and you are going to absolutely love it. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.